Dear friends, in class 9, we are studying 6th chapter, lines and angles. And next point is about axioms. Axioms means obvious universal truth. These are very basic statements and they cannot be proved mathematically. We need to assume certain things. So these are assumptions which are very obvious. So you can say axioms are universal truths. Very obvious. Here, axiom 3 given in the chapter is if a transversal intersects two parallel lines. Understand? These are two parallel lines. Line M and N are parallel to each other and line L is a transversal. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, so here we are given that line M is parallel to line N and line L is transversal. Transversal means it intersects these two parallel lines at two distinct points. They are not intersecting at a single point. Please understand. These are called concurrent lines. Here a line intersects A, B, C. Here C line intersects line A and B at the same point. So these are not this line C is not the transversal. Then this transversal must intersect the parallel lines in two distinct points. So here line L is the transversal. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of the corresponding angles is equal. So here it is not a transversal, here line L is a transversal. Then we have said that if line M is parallel to line N and line L is a transversal, then each pair, that is this is a corresponding pair. So these corresponding pairs are equal. Here you can say if they are named as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, then each corresponding pair is equal. It means A is equal to E, angle A is equal to angle E, then angle B is equal to angle F, then angle C is equal to angle G, and angle D is equal to angle H. Please note, vice versa is also true. That is, angle E is equal to line A. Please understand, again I am reading the statement. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. If two lines are parallel, third line is a transversal, then corresponding pairs are equal. This is the first axiom. Now this can be proved if you take a piece of a paper and cut it in the shape of angle B. Then you will see that this angle B, that piece of paper exactly matches with a piece of paper with the same paper, or same paper you can adjust on angle F. If you cut the piece of paper in the shape of angle A, then it will exactly fit the angle E. It means these two angles are equal and they are very obvious universal truth. So we cannot prove them mathematically, or we don't have to prove them mathematically. Then converse statement is also true. If a transversal intersect two lines, see, this is a transversal A intersects two lines. These are two lines, B and C. Line A intersects two lines. A transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal. We are given that in this case, pair of corresponding, any pair, even if one pair is congruent. Here if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. If second angle 2 is equal to, if angle 2 is equal to angle 6, understand this. If any one of the corresponding pair is equal, then we say that lines are parallel to each other. Then we must get, then line B must be parallel to line C. This is what the second axiom is. If 1 is congruent to 5, then also we can say that line B is parallel to line C. If angle 3 is congruent to angle 7, then also we can say that line B is parallel to line C. If angle 4 is congruent to angle 8, then also we can say that line B is parallel to line C. Dear friends, we have next theorem. Now theorem is a statement which can be proved mathematically. Here let us try to understand. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. What does this mean? You see here, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, so here two lines are parallel to each other and a transversal intersects them. So I will take a line A, B, C, D, and I will take this line as E, F, and intersects at point P and Q. So here we are given that line, a transversal intersects two parallel lines. So this part is given. Whatever part is after if, before they is given part, and we can write in mathematical form as like this. So here we are given that line AB is parallel to line CD, and line EF is transversal and it intersects. EF is transversal intersecting lines AB and CD at P and Q respectively. Try to understand this statement. This is what is given to us. Line EF is a transversal. This is a transversal and it intersects these parallel lines AB and CD at P and Q respectively. Now we have to prove what is written after them. Each pair of alternate interior angle is equal. So this part is given and we are asked to prove. Whatever is written after them is the part which we have to prove. Each pair of alternate interior angle is equal. It means angle APQ, we have to prove that angle APQ is equal to this angle is alternate interior angle. Angle APQ and PQD, angle PQD are equal. We also have to prove that this angle and these angles are each pair means there are two pairs of alternate interior angles. So we have to prove both pairs are equal. Angle BPQ is equal to angle PQC. This is what we have to prove. So let us see how we have to prove. Now proof is, understand this angle. I will prove first APQ is congruent to angle, this is not O, this is, I will write instead of O, I will make two lines so that you will not confuse. So angle APQ is congruent to PQD. This I want to prove. Please understand, we have just written the axiom 1. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. So it means that this angle is congruent to this angle. Here two lines are parallel and EF is a transversal, hence we can say that each pair is congruent. So angle EPB is equal to angle PQD. Reason is corresponding axiom of corresponding angles. Corresponding pair axiom, you can say. Corresponding pair axiom, or axiom of corresponding pair. Now try to understand, this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. So I can say that angle EPB is equal to angle APQ. Reason is they are vertically opposite angles. See, many students don't write the reasons in the bracket. In case of mathematics, in case of geometry, reasons carry more marks than the actual step. So you don't forget to write the reasons. Here we have got EPB congruent to PQD and EPB congruent to APQ. Try to understand. 1 is equal to 2 and again 1 is equal to 3. It means 2 and 3 must be equal. By transitivity we have studied. If 1 is congruent to 2 and 2 is congruent to 3, then 1 must be congruent to third. Or if 1 is equal to 2 and 2 is equal to 3, then 1 must be equal to 3. So here we will get angle PQD is equal to angle APQ. Reason is by the property of transitivity. By transitivity property. This property is called as transitivity. So what we have got? PQD is equal to APQ. PQD is equal to APQ. I wanted to prove APQ is equal to, if this is equal to this, means this must be equal to PQD. So therefore I can say that angle APQ is equal to angle PQD. Please note, so we have proved the first property, that this is equal to this. Similarly, we can prove the other also. Similarly, it can be proved that BPQ is equal to PQC, or you can say this is equal to this. Reason is again corresponding pair axiom, that is EPA is equal to PQC, and this is again vertically opposite angles. So again you will get BPQ is equal to PQD. So similarly we can prove that. Similarly we can prove angle BPQ is equal to angle PQC, and thus it can be proved.